Welcome to Heaven Glimpse. My name is Shedi, and I share the stories of people who have had near-death experiences and seen what's beyond this life. These videos are meant to bring hope and show that there is life after death. If you enjoy this content, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the bell icon to get notified of new videos. It's free and helps the channel grow. Today's NDE was shared by a brother who went to hell and was shown a shocking reason why Christians go to hell. Get comfortable, grab a cup of coffee or tea, and let's dive into today's experience. When I say I saw hell, I mean I really saw it. It was so terrifying that I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, no matter what they had done to me. Experiencing it was like living through a nightmare I could never have imagined. It all started when I thought I was having a heart attack. I felt my spirit leave my body, and I thought I was going up to heaven. I had tried my best to live a good life. I had helped people, made decisions I thought were in line with God's will, and tried to do the right thing. So naturally, I assumed I was headed to a good place. But that's not what happened. Instead, I began moving downward. I didn't understand why, but suddenly, I realized I was going to hell. And the next thing I knew, I was right in the center of the earth, surrounded by this horrible, dark place. It was like nothing I had ever seen or felt before. It actually reminded me of something I'd read in the Bible, where Jesus talks about the story of Jonah. Just as Jonah spent 3 days in the belly of a whale, Jesus spoke about spending 3 days in the belly of the earth. That's exactly where I was, in the very heart of the earth. And from what I saw, I knew this was hell. The sights around me were too awful for words. I remember one image that stuck with me ever since. I saw a man crawling on all fours like a dog. His body was completely burned from head to toe, and his eyes were bulging out in agony. It was the most heartbreaking and horrifying thing. What was even worse was that he had a chain around his neck, like a dog collar, and a demon was holding that chain. I understood somehow, without any words being spoken, that this demon had been in this man's life since he was a child. The demon had influenced him, pulling him away from anything good or godly. The demon's goal was to get him to make bad choices so that when he finally died, he would end up in hell as a slave to this demon forever. This man had been a slave in life to the forces of evil, and now he was a slave in death, treated like an animal. Then there was something else that completely shocked me. There was music playing in hell. At first, it sounded like the music we hear on earth, but it was different, twisted. The songs were familiar, but the voices singing them weren't human, they were demons. They were singing the same lyrics we hear on earth, but in hell, these lyrics were meant to torment people. In hell, I understood, without anyone telling me, that many songs on earth are actually inspired by demons. Some artists even use drugs to get in the zone to write music, and by doing that, they unknowingly open themselves up to these demonic forces. These demons give them lyrics and melodies designed to influence and control people on earth, pulling them away from God. The songs in hell are a painful reminder to souls there of how they'd chosen to spend their time and attention on earth. Instead of worshipping God, they had given their devotion to songs that were, in truth, created to pull them away from Him. The longer I was there, the more frustrated and angry I felt. I remember questioning God, asking, how could I be here after everything I did to help others? I thought I was a good person. But then, something incredible happened. I was lifted out of hell and brought back to earth, and suddenly, I was in the presence of Jesus. He spoke to me gently, with a kind but serious tone. He said that while I had done many good things, I was holding on to something deep down that was holding me back, unforgiveness. I realized that I had been secretly holding grudges against people who had hurt me. Even though I was outwardly good, inside I had hoped that those who wronged me would face consequences. Jesus told me, these people aren't yours to judge, they are my people. I'm the one who will handle them. I just want you to focus on the purpose I've given you. That was the root of it all. No matter how much good I had done, the resentment I held onto was weighing down my soul. I realized that being unable to forgive others is like a poison. We forget how much we ourselves have been forgiven. After that experience, I'm absolutely certain that hell is real. But I don't believe that God sends people to hell. Instead, it's our own choices, our own hearts, that lead us there. God gives us chances again and again to change, to forgive, and to live a life that is good and kind. But when we hold on to anger, hate, selfishness, and unforgiveness, it pulls us down. At the end of our lives, what matters isn't just how many good deeds we've done. God is going to look at our hearts. Did we learn to truly love? Did we learn to forgive? Did we live a life that was about something bigger than ourselves? I thank God every day for giving me the chance to change, for showing me the light before it was too late. Because of that experience, I know that I won't have to spend another day in that dark place. I hope that by sharing my story, others can also take a look at their own lives, their own hearts, and make the choice to forgive, to love, and to live for something that lasts beyond this life. That does it for today's experience. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay safe and be blessed.